So now here we have the functions and the variable scopes. So before that, we need just to explain the function before the variable scope. So in the PHP, you need to write this keyword function here, and then the name of the function. For example, I say add to add two numbers. Inside it, you can add whatever you want. So I can add like here any variable, for example in 1, and variable for example in 2, and then open the curly brackets like this. So now here I can return anything you want or print anything I want. So for example, I can say like z equal n1, for example, times n2. Of course, we need to add, not forget the dollar sign. Without dollar sign, nothing will work here. And then I can say print or just echo z. So that's it. This is a very simple function. Here I can just call the function by just add the name of the function. Inside it, add the numbers, because here I said n1 and n2. So I can add like 3 and 4. So it will be 3 times 4. So now here I said, and it will be 12. This is the result of the multiplication here. So this is the function. Now the scope of the variables. So the first thing here, if you need to add like comments, it will not interpret it. So you can just add double of like this here, and you can write anything here. So for example, I have here we have the three. If we need to comment multiple lines, we need to make it like this. Just one line, double, 2 lines or 3 lines, just add it like this, and close it in this way here. So now we can write anything between those. Any comment will not interpret it. So now I can say, so the first one here is local scope. The second one will be global scope, and the third one will be static scope, something like that. So what the different here? See here, now we have this function. For example, I don't need to add the variables here inside the function, just for example now. So here I can add it outside the function. So I can say here n1 equal, for example, 3, and n2 equal, for example, just 4. So here it's a global, not a local. The problem here, the global, we cannot access it inside the function. So you cannot access it. Now if you just see here n1, it's nothing. You cannot access it because there's a global that's outside. In order to access this, you can just write here global, and then just add n1 and here n2. Now you can access them. Now if we just run here, so I just say it is a global. Now I can access those global from inside, and now it should be work. Now of course the add without anything, because I deleted everything here. So now you can just see here run, and it will be of course 12, the same number. If I change this, for example, I make it like 3 by 3 or 3 multiply 3, and it will be 9. So it's working in this way. So those outside the function called global, to access them inside the function, we can add the global here inside the function. Another thing we have is the variables here, the local variables. So inside the function, just a local variables, and of course you can access them without any problem because inside the function. But the problem here is what? We cannot access them outside the function. So here I should add this number, or sorry, it's not adds, multiplication. So I can add adds, not different. Here I will try to multiply. So I can say n1 multiply, for example, n2. Now this here, and I can say just echo n1 and plus n2. So you can see now we cannot do anything. If I try again, you can see the first one 6 because just addition for 3 by 3, and that's just local. But now another one echo n1 and 2, you cannot do that. You can see undefined variable in 1 and undefined variable in 2. So we have a problem because we cannot access them since they are only the local variables or local scope. Just inside the function I can use those. The other type here is a static. What I mean by static? Just see that here. For example, if I add another function called count, for example, and here I can just add c equal 1 like a counter, c equal 1, and then here like this c plus plus, so it will be c equals c plus 1 plus 2 and so on, and then just echo c here, and now we just write count. That's it. So now if I add a count multiple times, so for example here count, here I will add just echo, see that what happened. The c equal 1 and c plus plus, and we just add this function, just call the function. Fatal error, count is and I, what's the problem here? Count, sorry, here it's capital, should be small. So here count, I think it's already exists in the PHP, so you can add another name, just this name to reserve it, so you can just add count 2 for example. It's not a problem. Now if we just run, you can see we have 2, 2, 2. Why 2? Because here declared as 1 and then c plus plus, so which means c equal c plus plus means c equal c plus 1. Same thing, the same meaning. So add 1 will be 2 and then equal 2. But what if I make it static? Static. And then I'll try again. See here 2, 3, 4. Without static, and I will explain what the difference here. Without static now, just 2, 2, 2, and without any problem. Static is what? After I just call the function here, in the normal way without static, c equal 1 and it will be plus 1 and it will be 2. So if I add it here, it will be 2. If I add it here, it will be 2 and it will be 2. But with the static here, the value c, even if after I grade the function, after I call the function, this value will still in the RAM, in the computer, so it's still working, not just like deleted after I call the function like others. So static will stay, so when I added the first time will be 2, when I added the second time will add 1, it will be 3 and will be 4. So this is the static here. So if you want to make it like this, to use the value from the function out after finished working, after just add the function and degrade the function, but you need still use this value from the function and change it. So you can just add it like a static here. So this is the difference between all of those. So that's it for this video. In the next video we will explain more about the PHP basics. We'll start with some functions, like in the string we have some functions for string, in the integer we have some functions for the numbers, and so on. Hope you understand that, and thank you very much.